Hi guys, so now we're going to look at internal external rotators and just screen them a little bit, ankle mobility, and then the force through doing some single leg and double leg jumps. Just screening these movements helps us again to understand where we might be lacking in some areas to be able to help us when we go through exercises to know which exercises are right for us. So the screening is pivotal in individualizing programs and also understanding your body. These small things make a big difference. So internal rotation helps an athlete with squats and running and walking and those types of things. And external helps with stability and balance. That is a good generalization. So there's two ways we can check a little bit of our internal and external rotation. So lie on your back. And you're going to place your leg up. Now from there you're going to turn, without moving your knee, turn your leg out and see how far it turns out. Keep your leg in a right angle. So you're here and you're just turning that leg out. Now if the leg only turns this much, that is poor internal rotation. And that will be something that will need to be addressed. You will need to do both sides because one side will be definitely different from the other. And then you do a similar exercise, but you're turning your leg in. Try not to let the knee drop out to do the external rotation. This one is a little bit harder to do. It makes it a little bit more difficult. But you could also look at rotating through in these movements to see how your legs rotate. And you could have a friend move them as well so that you can have them moved in a straight line. That's just to give you a feel and an idea. Another test which is done for your ankles is the 5-inch wall test. And this is to check if you don't have ankle mobility. And so what you're going to do here is you will have about 5 inches away from the wall and you'll come down, and from those 5 inches you're going to bring your knee here to the wall. And if your knee doesn't come to the wall and your heel starts to come up or doesn't come to the wall, what's going to happen is that means that you're going to work on your ankle stability, okay? And it's going to be very important to note that because ankle stability creates difficulties in balance. It creates strain through the feet. The feet are the foundations of our movements. And if you are struggling with that movement, then this is definitely an area that you're going to have to work on that does affect your knee. Not only is your knee affected by knee strength, but it's also affected by your hip strength as well. And lastly, the other thing that you're going to need to work on is doing some single leg and double leg squats. So when you do those, they're going to be powering up into a tuck jump. You're going to start low and you're going to jump up, and you're going to see what that feels like as you power up and down in these movements. You can also do this on a single leg movement, so you're going to come down and from here you're going to power up, and you're going to feel out what the tension is feeling when you do that, how you're springing up, whether it's stronger or less strong on one leg than the other. So check and screen these exercises too, see how they feel, note the information, and then we're going to start on mobilization next. Thanks for joining me.